Hey, what's going on YouTube? TakaTanakaGiants here with a video response from MinLovers2, Nick, great YouTuber. Link's gonna be down below for the original video. I'm sure most of you guys have seen it already, but the original title is, or the title of the video is Money Isn't Everything. And today I want to just kind of expand on some of those ideas and then also give my response to his request. So, starting off, I would like to know what you guys think. But if you guys watch his video, you'll see that he actually rips a Beckett in half, which is pretty epic. I thought that was pretty funny. Like he mentions, book value, Beckett value doesn't really hold a place in the market anymore or in the hobby. And for me, I mean, I never really use Beckett anyways. I don't have access to a Beckett here in Japan, so for me, just eBay is all I use because eBay is all I have. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Beckett actually holds any value anymore? Do you guys still use Beckett, BV? I don't know. I don't know anybody that does. So, but today I just kind of have this up on the board. I actually had a lesson with my adult students. We're talking about import, export of automobiles and buyer and seller kind of common traits. And I figured, you know what, I can probably still use this. I just kind of got rid of the title, threw hobby up on top. So I'm gonna try to play with it and see what I can do. But starting off, I guess the seller. In the case of in the hobby as general, I think MinLovers2 Nick, he's trying to make the point that money shouldn't be the hobby shouldn't be all about money, trying to squeeze money out of people. It should be about helping other collectors. We're all collectors, helping other collectors out with their collections. And yeah, I totally agree with that. It would be really nice. It would be a nice utopia, I guess, if we can all just be able to exchange freely with cards. And the way it is right now, that's just not. That's just not the way it is. Couldn't think of a better word, but that's just not the way it is right now. And we kind of have, the way I wanted to break it down is in the hobby there are essentially kind of two groups. You have like the seller, which I guess would be kind of like the profit seeker. And I think it might sound kind of bad, it might sound like a bit of a negative connotation, but I'm not really trying to imply that it's a really a bad part of the hobby at all. I think it's a very vital part of the hobby. But you have the people that are trying to make money off of the cards, maybe trying to make a return on their investments, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Maybe it's a little immoral to gouge people for maybe for a high-end card for their collection, but it's just the way it is. If people are willing to spend that kind of money for a card, maybe a Bryce Harper Superfractor, if the people want to spend $3,000-$4,000 for that card, then hey, by all means, knock yourself out. I'm not a Bryce Harper collector, but if it was a Ichiro auto and from a new product, and seller had it up for about $5,000-$6,000, I wouldn't be able to touch it. I'd really like to have it in my collection, but that's just the way the market is. Somebody's willing to pay for it, maybe. But yeah, so we have the seller over here, and you have the buyer, I guess, which would be the collector. And I'm just kind of curious. I want to ask you guys, where do you guys fall on the spectrum? Where are you guys in this diagram? I guess for myself personally, I'm more like in the middle. I do sell cards as well. I do flip cards that I get in. If I get cards in, and I tend to buy cards in a lot from one particular seller. I just get a lot of, it saves money on shipping and all that. And the cards that I don't need for my collection, I move elsewhere. Whether that's selling or trading, that's just my style. And I don't think there's anything really wrong with that. I think most people do that. I think this is kind of represents the YouTube community as well. Not really many people on YouTube that are actually out to make money or not really concerned with other people's collections. Maybe I could be wrong with that. I mean, I can think of a couple people, I guess. I don't want to say any names, but I guess that kind of leaves me. Well, first question, I guess, internally, you guys don't have to leave a comment, is that where do you fall in this diagram? And the second question, I guess, is in your guys' point of views, in your guys' opinions, what constitutes a good collector or respected collector? For me, I think a good collector is someone that obviously collects for themselves, but then also is always looking out for other people as well, willing to send some stuff out, some extras that they might have to another collector. It doesn't have to be high-end, guys. I'm not talking about autos and jerseys. I mean, sending out base cards to somebody that maybe, I don't know, if somebody's a Dodgers fan, and I don't necessarily like the Dodgers, but if somebody's a Dodgers fan, and I have a stack of Dodgers cards, and I might send them out. They're base cards. I mean, it could be a hit, it could be an auto, it could be whatever. But just helping other people out their collection, and I think that makes for a good collector in the community. And I think that's something that we really need to focus on, is just kind of making the YouTube card collecting community a little bit of a better place. I do get quite a few PMs and requests from people to buy or purchase their cards. And I do know when people are trying to gouge me for prices just because I like tribute, and I'm not gonna bite. And I think I'm not asking for people to send me cards for free. That's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is just kind of for a fair deal and just kind of a nice trading and a collecting environment. And I think that's part of the kind of positivity movement that I've heard so much about. So, like I said, I haven't really been on YouTube all that long, guys. Considered, compared to other people, I've only been uploading for about maybe 10 months, 10 months now. So, maybe I'm just not, I don't have quite as long of a career, I guess, in the YouTube card collecting community as some other people. But from what I've seen so far, this is kind of how it is. This is just, the YouTube community, I guess. As a hobby, this is what it is. But the YouTube card collecting community is kind of like a small microcosm, I guess, within this huge, I don't know, hobby as an industry. And which I think, the YouTube community, I guess, is this little Pokemon character right here, right down the middle. So there's nothing wrong with selling cards. There's nothing wrong with making a little bit of extra money off of your cards. That's why Bowman Chrome autos are so popular, guys. Because people get the cards. If I like Billy Hamilton, I buy a Billy Hamilton auto for maybe $25, $30. Not because it's the best that it's going to be right now, but because I want to get that in, sit on it maybe, and then maybe turn that into a little bit more later down the line. Mike Trout, perfect example. So that's that, guys. Those are just my 2 points. I'm sorry if I sounded like I'm rambling or just kind of gibberish and nonsense, but I just kind of want to express those ideas. But I guess onto the response that he's asking for. What have you done good? What kind of positive things have you done? It doesn't have to be card related, but for me, I guess it would have to be like last week I donated the money towards the Sandy Hook School Support Fund, and that was a lot of fun. That was a blast to be able to communicate with some other YouTubers and get some funds in and send them out to a great cause. So in that case, money wasn't necessarily a factor. Money wasn't an issue. I had cards that I could have sold and pocketed the money, but instead, you know what? Rather than turn this stack of cards into a tribute hit or a museum hit, let's go ahead and just send this out to a good cause. So that's what I did. That's my response, guys. I know it was very long. I apologize, but I just kind of want to get that out there. So let me know what you think. Be sure to check out the links down below. And happy collecting, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.